When we were invited by partners in Jeffco to produce a regional blueprint, we were really excited. We really sit at the intersection of K-12 education, higher education, as well as employers and workforce. Stackable pathways are essentially a series of shorter-term modular credentials that learners, adult learners, opportunity seekers can intentionally sequence over time to enhance their earnings, mobility, and security.
Young Invincibles is an organization whose mission is to amplify the voices of young adults in our policy issue areas of higher education, workforce development, and healthcare. We surveyed over 400 young adults in Jefferson County, and with this quantitative data, we looked for patterns in demographics, socioeconomic status, background, and really looked to find what motivated young adults to make the decisions that they did and how we can make stackable credentials an accessible pathway for these young adults.
We focused on both employer return on investment as well as learner return on investment. And the way that we did that is we created a codified step-by-step process for employers to validate high-performing, outcomes-driven training providers and programs. And Jefferson County has a wealth of high-performing programs, everywhere from Red Rocks Community College to Activate Work, Cross Purpose, Master's Apprentice as well. It allows employers to validate and clarify really actionable supply and demand data. And so we asked employers specifically, what are the jobs that are most critical to your business success? Where are those jobs located? When do you need them filled? And how many openings will you have in the next year? And so we were able to really focus them and condense them into their primary labor market data and get really granular with what their supply-demand needs were.
The Blueprint is an incredible resource for our community as we really think about the structure that's going to be needed to implement stackable credentials and build a talent ecosystem that works for everyone. It maps out the process in a way that's easy to understand and is extremely clear for all partners what role they play and the progression we need to take to get to better outcomes. People are learning differently. They're entering the workforce system in different ways than they ever have in the past. And the Blueprint is a structure that will allow those learners to really engage through a skills-based hiring approach. Clarity for both the employer and that job seeker to understand where they meet, where there may be gaps, and be able to build upon those gaps and ensure that we're getting people into the right jobs to ensure economic mobility going forward.
The Stackable Credentials Blueprint work is really opening up a door for reinventing education and career pathways.
The world has shifted. Not everybody is going to go straight out of high school and get a 4-year degree. It just doesn't make sense for everyone. So we need to think about our system differently and how people can get the education they need in new and different ways. This will require employers to play a different part in what that system looks like and think differently about how they support their employees in upskilling and getting the exact pathway they need to develop into the positions that are going to help them thrive and our companies thrive.
So we're quite excited to bring the Blueprint to life in the next few months. We're going to partner directly with the Arvada Chamber of Commerce, Jefferson County EDC, and other partners to convene a series of working sessions that bring together local talent development leaders. And we really want to bring together leaders who are working in strategic talent development and have really excellent relationships with employers to begin to co-create and identify what are stackable pathways that are working and could be scaled and we can improve access, and what are new pathways that we can start to bridge the gap between opportunity seekers and their ability to access jobs that are high wage, high demand, and that level up their earnings potential and economic mobility.